Me and a wee man have a chat with somebody we admire very much, highly respect, and is a wonderful YouTuber. Please do enjoy this video.
Doggy.
Hello, it's me, the Invertebrarian, and the wee man. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, and we are joined today with...
Lucy from Lucyslittlecritters.
Excellent. Honk, honk. Say hello to Lucy of Lucy's Little Critters.
Hello.
Awesome. Okay, so the channel name very much speaks for itself. I don't think we really need to delve too much into the meaning of that. But you did start quite heavily based in rodents.
Yeah.
And what caused the transition then from rodents into more arachnid side of things?
Well, I think it just happened naturally, just between me kind of growing up a bit. Like, ever since I was literally like 7, I always had like hamsters and guinea pigs and rabbits, and then like I still have guinea pigs and rabbits, but I just got fed up with them not living so long and like getting stuck in the endless cycle of like having a hamster for a year, getting a new one afterwards, and then I started getting other animals, and then my channel just naturally just transitioned with it.
Did you always keep, even though your channel was predominantly rodent based, did you still have tarantulas and stuff, or did they solely come later on? And
they came much later on. Like, I never had interest in spiders or like anything like that, because I was kind of always brought up like, don't touch them, they're disgusting. And then I just got stuck in this little circle of like watching videos. I was like, I need to have one of these, and then it just blew up and it's ended like this.
Well, that kind of leads us nicely on to the next question then. I'm getting both the headphones. So who were the major influences, or who are the major influences towards the transition into arachnids? And now that you are filming, is it the same people that influence you still, or has that changed over time?
I feel like it started off with, I remember watching like Tarantula Addict, because I remember watching a video on his T Sturmy, and I was like, what is this massive spider? And then obviously Tarantula Dan, I feel like everyone seems to watch Tarantula Dan. And like,
he's rubbish.
Like that. I can't think of any other main people I watched, because I didn't really pay attention to the channel names. I just watched the videos. It just started off like that.
So, have you got any goals for your channel moving forward? Is there a sort of a goal, a game plan? Is there anything you're working towards maybe by the end of the year, or you just take it one day at a time, one video at a time, and seeing how it goes?
I mean, I've been on YouTube 6 years, and it's took me about 5 of those years trying to hit 1K. I would love to hit 2K by the end of this year. Hopefully it's possible.
I mean, obviously you did start YouTube quite young compared to a lot of us old fuddy-duddies that come into it. How has that impacted you as you've sort of grown up almost in front of a camera? Has that been quite a cool experience? Is that something you'd recommend for people to do? Quite a sort of confidence booster, or?
It has boosted my confidence in certain ways, but again, I wouldn't be like, hi, you can start a YouTube channel at like 11 years old, because I feel like it's like the thing, it's like ages ago, but back then it wasn't like, oh my god, it's a kid and all this sort of stuff. Now it's kind of like you have the extra pressure, and obviously the internet's a bit of a different place than it was like 6 years ago. So.
Yeah, there's been a lot of the internet's massively developed in those 6 years, and I think I've mentioned before, obviously, I personally think that female YouTubers or female personalities on any social media quite often are subjected to more inappropriate material than perhaps male counterparts. But, as much as I would love to set that right, one step at a time. Would you say you've got a favourite species you like to keep? And is there anything that you just have kind of lost interest in, you probably wouldn't contemplate having again?
Is that in any animal?
Anything at all.
Well, I have to say, my favourite thing, I've only had him for a few days, but I got my blue-tongued skink a couple days ago, and literally, like, I don't know why I didn't get one when I wanted to get one a few years ago. Like, it's literally like they've got so much personality, and like when people say lizards are like so interactive, they really are. But something I probably wouldn't have again. Probably gerbils. I had them like years ago, and they were just a pain in the arse, and like
very, very, very messy, very skitterish as well. They're not as handleable as mice and rats, and the other rodent groups are far easier to work with than gerbils. They're very scary. Again, you've kind of led us really nicely onto my next question, which was you've just got yourself a dog, as you like to. This. So you've already declared who exactly that was. So that's kind of. Is there any other additions then you're planning on getting? Is there anything else you've got your eyesight set on?
Not anything Brett
that you're prepared to discuss.
I don't have anything set in mind. I kind of just like come across things like, oh, I want to get that. I don't have anything like a set goal. But if it's tarantulas we're talking about, I really want to get a couple more Brachypelma species because I really do like the species, and I have quite a few of them. Oh, nice pen.
Nice pen. That's my pen from when I did a skydive, but it's apparently getting used as a. So, can I have that back? What for you has been the best and the worst part of doing YouTube?
The best part I would have to say, because in school I wasn't really like a people person. I wasn't really like one to have many friends. I probably had 2, and that was it. But like since being on the internet, I've made some friends I've had for 6 years, and I've talked to them even when they're across seas. I've made like really close best friends, and I've made people hopefully I'll have in my life for a while. Yeah, and probably the worst. It's probably the female attention. I don't like talking about it too much because I think it's one of those things. But like I hate it.
We know the problems there. Sadly, unfortunately, it's one of these things that nobody knows the solution to.
I don't think there is, sadly.
What? I'm just trying to. I've rearranged my questions, you see, and I'm trying to make them flow a wee bit better. Is there a particular type of video you enjoy making more than others? When you think, right, I really want to film a video today, is there something that immediately springs to mind that you would like to do? Like, have you got a favourite type of video to film?
I feel my favourite ones to do are probably feeding videos of anything, because I just think that they're easy to film, and like it's just easier for me to sit there and be like, hi, I'm feeding this or that. It's just easier. But yeah, either that or unboxing videos, because who doesn't like getting packages? Yeah,
exactly. What ones do you prefer to watch? If you're flicking through and you're looking at all your subscribers, which ones generally tend to stand out for you and you think, oh, that's the first one I'm going to watch?
Again, probably feeding videos. I just like, or collection tours. I like seeing what people have, and I like seeing people's setups and seeing how I can improve mine and stuff, and just seeing the way people do stuff, especially in different countries. Yeah,
I've got to agree. Yeah, I do quite like. I take a lot of inspiration from how other people keep theirs. It's a great resource to have. What animal would you say best describes you?
I don't know. So many. I feel like a cat's probably a good example. Any like type of cat. Like I can, when I want to be doing something, I'll do it. But if I want to sleep, I'm going to sleep. Like I'm out like a light.
I've got 10 of the wee fur balls kicking about.
Yeah, I've got 4.
Yeah. We did have slightly more, but anyway. Now, obviously, again, beautifully led on to my next question. I've done well structuring these, almost predicting. You've recently got yourself a little tattoo.
Yeah.
And it's a cat.
Yeah.
Is that your first tattoo?
Yeah, my first.
What's next, or are you not going to tell us?
I have something in mind which is going to take a while, but it's going to be a collection of animals. I feel like I can't go with anything like TV characters or anything. It has to be animals for me. So like I'm working on some sort of like leg piece, and hopefully
cool.
It's gonna look okay.
I must now apologise, but the wee man's just pulled out a noisy dang toy thing that's singing the wheels on the bus. Yeah, I kind of was planning like a full sleeve of all the animals I've ever worked with and all that kind of stuff, but it's expensive. Do you have a favourite horror film?
I must admit, I'm not a big horror film watcher. Like, I'm not really. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, and I don't like sitting and watching things that are going to scare the hell out of me. But like, the ones I have watched, I watched the Halloween series, and that's the only one I've really properly watched. The other ones I can't sit there and put myself through it because I'll probably be in a bad place afterwards. But probably Halloween. I'm more of a horror TV show person.
Now I know that because you met David Morrissey, who's of course the governor. Hold on, I'm going to try and switch this off. I do apologise. He is of course the governor. Now I've not watched any of the new series, so please don't say anything. We've kind of been saving it up. I was looking through your likes list, as you know, and I noticed that it's quite a range. You certainly like your reality shows, as well as things like EastEnders. You're on the mega EastEnders fan page. I notice you're a fan of Balls Crazy. I don't know if that's something you and Scarlett have perhaps got in common, because she likes Balls Deep, you're Balls Crazy. But I notice you've got 465 likes, and there was a certain page, not naming any, that I didn't see on that list.
Oh.
Anyway, I digress. If the zombie apocalypse were on its way, how would you prepare and what would you do?
God, I'll probably grab anything. Like, I feel like grabbing like canned foods and stuff, so things that would last a while. I kind of have this all prepared in my head. I'd grab some sort of small weapon. I'd head to Costco's and just live my life out at Costco's. I think that's the best place to be in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I knew you'd have a plan. I knew you'd have thought of this one. Okay, so moving away from, we're obviously safe at this moment in time from the world of flesh eaters, as much as they are quite cool. Moving back into the realms of hobbies, we're safe to buy. The zombies aren't coming to get us. We're planning on buying some stock. 3 suppliers you would recommend people to go and buy from, be it a Facebook or an online, or possibly even a shop local to yourself.
Well, probably for Invert, so I'd have to say I'm used the most is the Spider Shop and Portsmouth Tarantulas. I've used Portsmouth Tarantulas probably for years, and I've never had an issue, and I really do enjoy everything they have. I think they're good suppliers. I've never had an issue. But if I was talking about reptiles, I'd have to say one of my local reptile shops called Reptasia. I've got pretty much about 50 or 70% of my reptiles from them, and I just think they're really good. And I'm friends with the owner, and like I get to see all the stuff first. So
Debs, be having that. That'd be pretty cool. I've got friends that own a reptile shop, but unfortunately it's quite far away from me, which is a bit of a shame. So we're in the realms of threes. What 3 channels, for somebody that's sort of getting you to watching YouTube channels and came to you saying, who would you recommend as, knowledgeable, inspirational, or, whatever your reason, 3 channels you would recommend for somebody to come and watch and subscribe to?
Well, I'll just talk about the 3 I watch the most. So I feel like, first of all, I'll have to say Exotic's Lair, because I feel like he's just one of those channels which I personally have watched, and I've really got into tarantulas personally. Next, probably Tarantula Cat. I've become good friends with her, and I think she's a really lovely person. And I feel like, last of all, I can't say that channel name without saying the Black Widow, because I love Scarlett. Like, she's become one of my best friends, and like I just feel like she's just a great person. I love her channel.
She is. I mean, from the moment she started, I knew there was a lot of potential there with her channel. I think she was actually one of the sort of first channels I did like a sort of shout out for.
Yeah.
Because there's so much potential there, and she's good at what she does. So anyway, let's stop blowing any more up her. Now, I have noticed that it has also been brought to my attention from somebody else, Scarlett, that you quite often will name your female tarantulas with male names, such as Alan, the Lacedoria female Parabayama. So, our question is, why? Why?
Well, first of all, I always have this thing with animals. I always seem to have got them, and they've been the opposite gender of what I've bought them as. So I bought my LP as a unsexed, but I was just like, you know what? I have 2 tarantulas. I have my Grammostola porteri called Annie, and her, Alan. I named them after my grandparents. I won't explain why, but we'll just say short and sweet. It's not a good experience, but we'll name them after them. And I wanted Alan to be a boy, but he's a girl, and it just kind of stuck. I don't want to change it. So
fair enough. It was I keep getting handed lots of. I've got a collection of things here that are just getting handed to me. I think you perhaps have already answered this question slightly earlier on, but if you could only keep one family group of tarantulas, which would it be? What would you say is your favourite genus of?
Well, my favourite has to be the brachypelmas. I just love the look of them, and I'm more of a new world person than an old world person.
Well, I was going to bring that up as part of the questions. I know you certainly favour your new worlds. I think you've started dabbling into the old world, if I recall correctly. You have received a few very recently, but I knew you were more into the new worlds. I think that shows through most. I didn't feel it was, worth bringing up, but you do sort of favour. If as a sideline, which is your favourite of the Brachypelma family for you? Which one stands out the most?
It's actually the one I don't have, and it's the Brachypelma bohemi. I just really love them, and like I saw the Spider Shop put one on their on the page like a couple weeks ago, and they still have it on there, and I've been so tempted every day, but like I can't do it.
So we'll come now to our final question, as fast as that seems to have come in. And we were actually wondering if perhaps you'd like to do an outro of singing us your favourite DJ Potato song. We'll take that as a no. We're going to take that as a no. But I saw this like DJ Potato. I had to go look him up. The guy's got a huge following and seems very popular, but I thought we might be able to lure you into a trap. But without further ado, that is the end of this torturous session for yourself. So me and the wee man would love to say a huge thank you. We're quite nervous about doing this one, but really looking forward to it because we absolutely love your videos, and we speak to you outside of this, and it's always been a pleasure, never a chore. So for us, all we have to say is a goodbye. So it's a bye-bye from us, and of course, a huge bye-bye from Lucy. Thank you ever so much. Please, of course, do go check out Lucy's channel. Chances are, if you're watching this, you're already subscribed to her channel because it's awesome. So please do go and subscribe to Lucy. Thank you ever so much, and we shall let you get on with your day. So bye-bye from us, and a bye-bye. Bye. So that was, of course, Lucy of Lucy's Little Critters. Please do go check out her channel. It's such an amazing channel, and Lucy just has the absolute heart of gold. So please go check out Lucy's channel. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed being able to actually have a chat with Lucy. We've spoken on other forms of social media, but this was our first ever sort of face-to-face chat, and it was an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be able to have a chat, and for Lucy to have taken time out to speak with me and the wee man. So all that's really left for me to say is a huge thank you ever so much to Lucy. Thank you everyone that watches these, and I really hope again you subscribe to our channel. And whilst you're at it, please just subscribe to this channel. Links for Lucy's will be down below. Thank you ever so much, and take care of yourselves. Bye bye from now. Bye bye. And also put the comments down there. Love reading them. Try and respond to as many as I can, but if I don't respond, I'll certainly acknowledge the comment just to show you that I do read them all. Anyhow, prattling on long enough. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, Lucy. It's goodbye from me, a goodbye from him. Bye bye. Bye bye.